Hello Cancer, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card forecast for the week starting November 7th, 2016. And if you guys ever want to check out what's going on this month, you should go to the main channel page and look at the November monthly astrology to see what big seasonal changes are on the way. And of course, if you ever want a session with me, you can always go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, where you can schedule a session or downloadable video file. You can make that order there as well. So what is going on with your astrology this week? Well, it seems to be it's all about your 8th house, Aquarius. And the 8th house is one of those areas that kind of has a lot going on in it. You know, it's one of those houses that doesn't really know what it wants to be, because it's the house of intimacy and pleasure, as well as an area of supplemental income, extra money, extra funds, also focusing a lot more of its attention on things that come to you outside of your hourly and salary income, possibly even self-employment income. And early on in the week, we have the moon in this area of your chart forming a beautiful connection to Venus in your 6th house of reputation and daily work and your schedule. And it looks like this is going to be a great week for those of you who are looking to bolster your finances by actually taking on either extra work, extra hours, or even finding out that a side project or something that you do already have on your own is starting to germinate a lot more income. Later on in the week, we have Mars, the planet of action, energy, and passion, moving into the same area, that 8th house, where he will stay for about a month and a half. It's one of the bigger seasonal changes, but what it does is it does focus a lot of time and energy on that intimate life, on that romantic life. Definitely enjoying a lot more of the carnal and celebrating being in a physical body, and this could be a great opportunity for you and a lover to start spending more of that special time together, or maybe even find somebody new to share that time with. So what is going on with your cards then, we might ask ourselves this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Elf Queen, and this is a card of responsibility. This is a card of recognizing the responsibility that comes with being in a leadership role, being in charge, and, you know, actually having other people not only rely on you, but answer to you. This card can talk about the side of leadership that is not necessarily hyped, you know, by a bunch of self-help gurus out there, because being a good leader is all about understanding what the needs of your people are, and making sure that this week you are paying attention. If you have groups that answer to you, customers, clients, you know, family members, friends that answer to you, that you also know your people. You know, a good leader knows what everyone's likes and dislikes are, strengths and weaknesses are. You know, a bad leader fails to utilize expertise, and it's all about what they say goes. A good leader is going to put people where they belong, where they are best suited. And, you know, it's all about making sure that, again, not only are people happy and comfortable, but also making sure that people are doing what they are good at, not trying to make a fish climb a tree. So, what is going on with your tarot cards then this week? Well, for your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the 8 of Cups inverted. And this is a great card to have inverted. They exist. I think I told one of the signs last week, you know, it's a novice mistake to think that a reversed card or an inverted card is inherently bad. And with the 8 of Cups inverted, you can usually count on old opportunities to be resurfacing or be revisiting you this week. You know, things are coming back after time away. This could be money that has gone out that, you know, is owed to you, maybe a return on an investment, but also old customers that, you know, may actually be returning for your services. For those of you who are looking for new job opportunities, I would definitely make sure to check in with places or even recruiters that you've already been before, avenues you've been down before, because usually the 8 of Cups inverted says that we were probably in the wrong place at the wrong time, or the right place at the wrong time, rather, before. But now it is the right time, and so again, old opportunities resurfacing, kind of, you know, checking back down memory lane, picking up something that was lost or delayed is on the menu this week. For your communications with air when it comes to friends, relatives, the others in your life, we do have the 2 of Swords inverted. And this card can show up where, you might actually have to make a difficult decision where it can look like you are playing favorites with friends or relatives this week, whereas maybe we're choosing how to divide our time based on favorites. Maybe you're just going to own it and be like, I do have favorites among these people, sorry. Or maybe it just has to do with maybe even you needing to take back a decision about taking somebody's side in an altercation or in a conflict that it turns out we may have been sticking up for the wrong person. And sometimes that can happen. Sometimes we get roped in by, say, like an emotional resonance or a mood or a bias. So we want to be on one person's side because we think, well, I have preference for this person. But sometimes it can be troubling when we find out, oh my God, no, they were wrong all along. I'm not sure if you knew this all along already, but it does look like we have to kind of go back to the drawing board with a friend or a relative that we have either been defending or supporting in this way, because it turns out the mistake was theirs. And, we may actually have some apologies to make to the other party, especially if we did get that involved. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Ten of Swords upright. And this card can have to deal with a harsh rejection, whether it's something that you deal yourself. This can be a hard and fast no answer, but this can also indicate a sudden, bad end to a bad situation or a negative punctuation to a negative situation, okay? So, and with the Ten of Swords, I usually draw extra cards because it is so harsh that, it's important to get some context here so we don't just kind of go all black and white and, and think it's going to be the end of the world. And as far as what it is, we have the Five of Pentacles reversed, and we also have the Seven of Wands reversed. And again, this brings me back to looking at you actually doing the rejection, or doing the rejecting this week. And again, a lot of this seems to be going around fighting a battle that was not yours. We thought we were helping somebody out, we thought we were being supportive, we thought we were on the wrong side, and there may be something that comes up that makes you realize you were on the wrong side, or this has gone too far, or this person is not taking the good fortune, or maybe even the support that we are giving them as seriously or as they should, or maybe they're not doing the right thing with it. And we have to take something off the table, which could, definitely create a rift in this relationship. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Knight of Pentacles inverted. And this card, when it's inverted, is not, really, really bad. This is honestly one of those cards that can indicate, though, as far as on the love front is concerned, for those of you who are looking for a new romantic partner, or you've got a crush, you're dating somebody right now, the Knight of Pentacles inverted can indicate a time where schedule clashes are going to be, a bit of an issue, because this card can talk about, I guess you could say, work obligations, making it hard for a person to have a life. And this may be even you feeling like work obligations are making it hard for you to have a life outside of work. And this could actually be getting in the way with you and a current romantic partner, or making it harder for the two of you to schedule time. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't do it, it just means that that wonderful thing we all have called free will needs to be enacted this week, because otherwise, if we kind of just leave things as is, again, other obligations, work, children, things like that are going to be competing much more this week and much more hard this week with our romantic priorities or our romantic availability. And so, if you have been missing your partner, or you do want to make time for that, you're going to have to double your efforts there, okay? So that is your forecast, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd like to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.